Korea's lunar orbiter Danuri has completed its low-altitude mission and entered a fuel-free frozen orbit where it will carry out additional tasks until 2027. Through this orbital transition, Danuri is set to continue various scientific studies, including observations of the permanently shadowed regions at the moon's north and south poles.
우리나라 달 궤도선 다누리가 저궤도 임무를 마치고 연료 소모 없는 동결 궤도에 진입해 2027년까지 추가 임무를 수행합니다. 이번 궤도 전환을 통해 달의 남북극, 영구, 음영 지역 관측 등 다양한 과학 연구를 이어갈 예정입니다.
네.
Okay, so what is this frozen orbit that Danuri has entered and how does it differ from the previous low altitude orbit?
All right.
Science time.
Yes, time to put on our rocket scientist hats here. This is not something I'm an expert on, but I'll try to sound like I know what I'm talking about here. So, of course, an orbit is going around in a circle, going around a planet or a moon, in this case, in a circle. So a frozen orbit means a specific orbit around a specific part of the planet that will allow it to not use any fuel because it won't be getting thrown off. I guess in some orbits, there's more other forces that would try to throw it off the orbit and would require more fuel.
Right, so it's not requiring itself to expend energy to change the orbit or to keep going along in that orbit.
Right, but in the lower altitude orbit, it needed more fuel to keep it on track.
That's right. 기존의 저궤도, low altitude orbit.
네.
약 표면에서 60, 100km 고도에서 이제 연료를 소모하면서 궤도를 계속 이제 조정을 했었지만 이번 frozen orbit 동결 궤도에서는 추가 연료 사용이 없이
네.
장기간 임무 수행이 가능해졌습니다.
That's right.
So it means that it's going around the moon for longer than expected,
Of course.
which means more data.
Right. They can do longer observations, obviously, by saving gas, very simply, right? So that includes monitoring those permanently shadowed regions on the north and south poles, so the dark sides of the moon, measuring the magnetic field at various altitudes, and also just capturing high-resolution images of the lunar surface for later study.
Those frozen fields are very important because that's where they have found ice there. 그래서 이번에는 달의 남북극의 영구 음영 지역을 관측할 수도 있고 다양한 고도에서 자기장, you mentioned magnetic field, 자기장을 측정하기도 하고 또 고해상도 달 표면 영상 촬영 등 이번에 보다 더 심도 있는 과학 관측이 가능해졌습니다.
Right, so it could help with future resource exploration
Yeah.
or just landing sites, good spots to put down a lunar probe.
그래서 추후에 달 자원 탐사나 이제 착륙선을 어디에다가 랜딩을 할지 그런 후보지 선정에도 중요한 역할을 할 것입니다.
네.
So the word that we mentioned, I think 3 times perhaps, lunar.
Well, I wasn't counting personally, but it means anything to do with the moon.
Yes, 달과 관련된 이죠. And
네.
anything to do with the sun, solar. 이거는 같이 배우는 단어인데.
그렇죠.
For example, 일식 하면은 lunar eclipse. 뭐 설날, lunar new year,
Yeah.
음력, lunar calendar,
Right.
and so on.
Exactly right. So it used to be doing a low altitude orbit. How do you say low altitude?
altitude 자체는 고도예요. 그래서 low altitude라고 하면 저고도죠.
네.
Low altitude orbit,
Yeah.
저궤도입니다. 지표면에 가까운 것.
Right, just closer to the ground, but not that close. It was still about 100 kilometers up. So, right.
그리고 아까 우리가 얘기했던 거 frozen orbit 동결 궤도였죠. Alright, so here's the article once more. Korea's lunar orbiter Danuri has completed its low-altitude mission and entered a fuel-free frozen orbit where it will carry out additional tasks until 2027.
네.
Through this orbital transition, Danuri is set to continue various scientific studies, including observations of the permanently shadowed regions at the moon's north and south poles. Time for the final news.
또 띵동이네요. A monument honoring the life and poetry of Yoon Dong-ju is set to be unveiled in Tokyo, Japan. In a show of cross-border academic cooperation, his timeless voice continues to resonate beyond languages and borders.
윤동주 시인의 삶과 문학을 기리는 기념비가 일본 도쿄에 세워집니다. 한일 양국 대학의 협력 속에 언어와 국경을 넘어선 울림이 다시금 조명을 받고 있습니다.
네.
Oh, I tried so hard not to laugh Because she said 딩동 뉴스입니다.
Well,
it's a
it is.
happy news.
It's very happy news,
It is.
especially because when he was alive, he wrote resistance poetry against the Japanese occupation of Korea and was therefore arrested and actually died in a Japanese jail at the
Jail.
age of 27.
That's right.
He
You
had
did your background check.
He had quite a tragic story, but his voice lives on, and it's great to see that Japan is appreciating that as well.
That's right. So a memorial for poet Yun Dong-ju. It'll be unveiled in Tokyo
Right.
because that's where he first went to university, right?
It's at Rikyo University in Tokyo, and they're going to be unveiling that on October 11th. It's where he first enrolled after moving to Japan for his studies, and he wrote 5 well-known poems there. And so the memorial is going to have the original Korean version of one of those poems, along with a Japanese translation and his photograph, and then a QR code. So it's a modern monument these days, so you can learn more through the QR code.
아, 그래서 도쿄에 있는 리쿄대에서 이제 기념비가 이제 세워지고요. 다음 달 11일 오후에 이제 제막식을 한다고 합니다. Of course, 리쿄대 윤동주 시인이 일본에 유학하면서 처음 진학한 대학교죠. 이 대학에 다니면서 시를 5편 이제 쓰셨는데 그 중에 하나를 이제 원본으로 가져와서 이 기념비에 이제 전시를 할 거라고 합니다.
Right, actually not the first memorial to him as
Yeah,
well.
definitely not. Many, many memorials. But they were mostly in Kyoto, not Tokyo.
Correct. So this is seen as a way of attracting more Korean students and more Korean visitors to Japan, of course, and increase academic cooperation.
이번에 리쿄대는 윤동주를 국경 넘는 상징으로 기념하자고도 했고 그리고 또 이번 기념비를 통해서 한국 학생 유치와 교류 확대가 되는 것도 기대한다고 합니다.
네.
All right, here is the article.
You want to do an
once
expression
more?
first?
Okay, sure.
How about we talk about timeless?
Timeless, a timeless classic. They often go together.
His poetry is timeless.
아하, 시간이 흘러도 변치 않는 영원한, 시대를 초월한 이런 뜻이죠. Timeless.
Right. So kind of the opposite of trendy, the opposite of
Yeah.
the yuhang that you were talking about earlier.
그래서 유행을 안 따르면 you can say that you go for timeless classics.
Right.
이런 걸 더 좋아한다. And resonate beyond 뭐뭐를 넘어 울림을 주다 이런 뜻이었죠.
Right. Has a powerful and lasting effect.
Okay, here's the article once more. A monument honoring the life and poetry of Yun Dong-ju is set to be unveiled in Tokyo, Japan. In a show of cross-border academic cooperation, his timeless voice continues to resonate beyond language and borders.